More than 100,000 Minnesotans live with a disability due to a brain injury, but not all of them have access to resources that they need. That's why our guests are here to talk about supporting others. We have Richard this morning, and we have Bradley Donaldson. They are going to talk to us about traumatic brain injuries. And you know, we talk a lot on this show about disabilities. Something we don't always talk about are silent disabilities. And that's something you've been dealing with. Your life changed with your injury.
Massively. And I would add, it's not just silent, it's invisible. You can't see it,
Yeah.
right? People can see a broken arm. They can see a scar on the face. They can see someone walking with crutches, but they can't see someone suffering with the inability to cope with their life after a brain injury.
Absolutely. And then how long ago was your injury?
Yeah, so it was May 2021. I was sitting at a red light, and within seconds, my life changed. And after the crash, I was in the ER, and a cascade of medical appointments, years of speech therapy, occupational therapy, concussion therapy, all the treatments, acupuncture, everything. My doctors told me that my life needed to change.
And you had to slow down.
Yeah, I mean, I had 2 successful businesses. I
Yeah.
was happy to support 120 employees and their families. And
Well known in the car business.
I did a little bit in the car business.
We
yes.
recognize you from that right there. And then Bradley, the Brain Injury Alliance, I know is something you guys have collaborated with. The number just really got me, 100,000 Minnesotans dealing with this.
Brain injury is very extensive and unfortunately still very unknown because, again, as Richard mentioned, most of the time it's invisible, so people don't naturally assume that may be the issue an individual's dealing with.
Yes, and y'all are there to support people, right?
We are. We help individuals connect to the supports and services that would best suit them at their time on their journey. Because we know that changes over time, and it changes in the area they're in Minnesota, their geographic location, their life situation. Different times, different needs, and our team will help individuals connect to the supports that would best serve them at the time.
And I think it's very unique with that because people aren't born with these disabilities. They all of a sudden are thrown into this world. So you need resources like that. And Richard's Challenge, tell us about that.
Yeah, it's our second annual challenge to help raise money for the Brain Injury Alliance to help bring more awareness for Minnesotans that these free resources exist for resource facilitation, like Carla is my contact there. You know, she helps me guide to appointments and whatnot. But Richard's Challenge, the goal is we want to raise $10,000 or more, 12,500, whatever the goal is.
More. We're going more.
Okay.
We're going more.
We want to help bring awareness to this because people suffer in silence.
Yes.
And if they knew resources were available, or if they knew how to identify what they were going through, or if their family members knew how to deal with what they're going through, their lives could improve almost immediately.
That is amazing. That is wonderful. I appreciate y'all so much for bringing awareness to this because like you said, it's indivisible. And then the Brain Injury Alliance, how can people get to the website?
www.brainindrymn.org.
Or richardschallenge.com.
Or
If you want to donate, or if a company wants to be matching funds, our fundraiser
We'll take it.
is going through the first week of December, and our goal is to raise a bunch of money. So we'd love anyone's help.
Well, we want to help you with that goal.
Thank you.
We have generous viewers. Thank you guys so much for what you're doing.